I feel like my 20s was like healing my inner child, and now I'm like healing my inner teenager in my 30s. I feel like I'm like going through adolescence again almost. I know myself in a way that I didn't before, and I feel really deeply connected with who I am. A lot of people in my industry lost their jobs, and it was a super hard time. From there, I also had the opportunity to like reassess what was important to me. I find are ones that are like willing to relocate at a last moment's notice, or like just try something that's scary or maybe feels uncertain. And especially with productions, you really never know what it's going to be until you're doing it.
Kristen, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So good to see you again.
You as well. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming on Saturdays.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Delighted. Like, you have an amazing story, an amazing background. You're doing incredible things, and like I'm so excited that people get to listen and now get to hear you as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, tell me, what does Kristen do? Where are you from? Like, what's going on in your life right now?
Origin story.
Your origin story, or your present story.
Of course, my present story. I love that. Currently, I'm based in Brooklyn, New York. I just hit my 10 years in New York, so I'm officially a New Yorker.
Okay, where were you before the 10 years?
Well, my family is all from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But we're also like from all over. I have family in New Jersey and in Maine and in Florida, so big East Coast vibes.
Big East Coast vibe, okay.
Yeah. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. My dad was in the military, so we moved every like 2-3 years, but Pittsburgh was like definitely home for like the longest part of my life, for sure.
Did you do anything to celebrate or mark your 10 years in Brooklyn?
Ooh, you know what? I really didn't. And now that I'm thinking about it, I really should.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just one of those things that you just wake up one morning and you're like, oh, it's really been that long. So no, it wasn't that big of a deal. I don't know.
And again, so you're in New York the last 10 years.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy doing there? Like, what's your current passions and
For
projects
sure.
now?
Okay, I do so many things. I am a woman of many hobbies.
Many talents.
Many talents,
Many hats.
many hobbies, and
Yeah.
many hats.
Yeah.
I am a Jill of all trades, if you will.
Okay.
Not Jack, Jill.
Yeah.
What do I do? I mean, the things that I enjoy doing are very different than the things that I do to get paid. But the things that I do to get paid have also sort of segued into the things that I enjoy doing, which is super exciting.
Right.
On my off time, I love line dancing. I got into doing like country line dancing in New York City.
Incredible.
And it has been this
Line
insane
dancing in New
boom.
York?
Yes. You wouldn't think, but it really is.
That's a thing in New York?
Massive market. Yeah, it's
Amazing.
insane. There's a party probably every night of the week at this point,
Lots of
except
line
for
dancing.
Fridays.
Okay.
So there's literally every single day you could go to a different bar and line dance. It's been an amazing physical, creative, and like mental outlet for me because it's choreography.
Yeah.
So you're learning the steps, memorizing them, and then having to like do them and repeat them. And every party, the song comes on, and you're like, I know this one, and you go onto the floor and you do it, and it's super fun.
So line dance. How long have you been doing line dancing for?
I just have done it for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you organizing meetups for line dancing, or are you?
Not yet, but I have started teaching.
Yes.
My friends lead a beginner night on Wednesdays, and I started teaching beginner night.
Is that in Kooks, by the way?
No, but in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm not.
But I saw the Kooks line dancing event.
Sorry, I'm not going
so
to.
Excited.
I was like, were you the person who
No,
wants that?
but I saw that and was like, why wasn't it me? You know?
Why wasn't it? We
But
could.
next time.
I am 100% down. Yes, we'll collab. Yes, we'll do. I would love that. I'm trying to learn salsa right now, and I dance better in my mind than in real life. But it's
You know what's funny is the brain doesn't know the difference between like visualizing and actually doing it. So maybe
That
you
is
actually
true.
dance just as well.
That is maybe I do. I think it all starts with you having fun,
Exactly.
and having confidence.
Exactly.
So
this is everything.
line dancing in New York, almost 2 years.
Yep.
You said there that you have managed to bring your personal interest, what you love, your hobbies, right to getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a freelancer.
Okay.
I have been working in film and advertising, content production for over 10 years.
Wow.
I started working on big films and TV shows right out of college. I actually dropped out of college to pursue a career in film because instead of sitting in school and learning about how movies were made, I could just go and be working on them.
Okay.
So I got really lucky. I met an amazing team of producers that brought me on job after job and put me under their wing and took me with them. So I moved from like Pittsburgh to Chicago to New York, and that's what brought me to New York. And I tried the whole ad agency, full-time gig, but felt just so burned out by it. Like there's no cap to how many clients they'll put you on, and you're just sitting there with your one salary and working just completely spread thin, like across multiple projects, and the quality will suffer, and then you suffer, and all of it suffers. And so I committed to freelancing, honestly, during the pandemic. It was something that it happened kind of to me, but like we all lost our jobs, right? But not all of us, obviously, but like a lot of people in my industry lost their jobs, and it was a super hard time. But from there, I also had the opportunity to like reassess what was important to me. And for me, it was like a lot of autonomy and freedom and ability to kind of explore and like do my hobbies and do things that I enjoyed. And so I just kind of committed to freelancing, and I got a couple of like good clients that kept calling me, and I was like, wait a second, I can renegotiate my rate at every single turn, and not spread myself thin and work on one client for the same rate. And it just like, my quality of life just completely blew through the roof, and was so much better than it ever was at a full-time job that I was supposed to feel really secure and supported in.
Were you scared going from, COVID and quite changed a lot there in the pandemic did, but were you scared going from a secure job to out on your own, essentially?
I mean, it was something that, I think I felt really conditioned to believe was like safety.
We all do.
Right? And like it's like what our parents tell us, what society wants from us, but the patriarchy loves it, thrives off of it.
Absolutely. Picket fences 9 to 5.
Exactly.
The dream.
And so exactly. But truly the grass is greener on the other side, I find. And it was scary at first. I had a sort of a bit of an identity crisis because I was working at this agency and I wore many hats. Like I said, Jill of all trades. So I'm someone that if something needs to be done, I will jump in and I will do it.
You're
and
the
they
person.
will come to me and I'm the person. So when I left that job and I was trying to work on my resume, I was like, who am I? What kind of job should I be applying for? Because I had so many like titles and roles at this one agency that it didn't fit into a box. And so once I realized that I didn't have to fit into a box, that I could apply for anything that I wanted and sell myself by just communicating and sharing my skills, like the world kind of opened up for me. But when I was really stuck for a while in needing to fit a certain description.
Absolutely.
And it hurt me, it limited my capacity to like, I don't know, be creative in the things that I was applying for. Like I just felt like really stuck, or I was like imposter syndrome, big time. And then once I like started actually talking to people and connecting with them and networking, it wasn't as scary. And I started like seeing, okay, well, what do you need? What are you missing? Oh, I could do that. Like I've done this, I've done that. And they're like, you're perfect. I didn't even tell you, And
you're a hustler.
Definitely.
I love the way you reframe that, by the way, because many people, including myself, instead, like you said, you're a jack of all trades. You're I can do anything, when you're kind of having that, like looking at yourself and what's next for you. But instead of saying, oh, I know so many things, but I don't know one of them too well, and saying, oh, I lack, like I lack something. Instead, you've said, like, no, the world is completely open to me. I have so many choices. But just even to go back to like when you dropped out of school and you went into the film industry, like that's not easy. Like,
no. It definitely wasn't, but it was at the same time.
How did you do that?
So, for a little context, I'm the oldest of 5 kids. So I have 3 sisters and a brother. I'm the oldest sibling.
You're the eldest.
I had to parent my siblings. I had to parent my parents. My parents didn't really know what to do with me, and I didn't know what to do with myself because of it, So
this is you growing up in the family.
This is me growing up. So like when I'm in high school and I'm like looking at colleges and like what's next. I really wanted to like take a gap year, but my parents were like, no, you need to go to college. And my dad worked at the University of Pittsburgh where I went to school, and we got free tuition, which was an amazing opportunity for anybody, right? But I still just like really didn't know what I wanted to do. And at the time I was managing an ice cream store and like as my job for high school.
Don't we all?
It's perfect. And I loved it. But so I was like, okay, I'm like really good at like managing and I want to like maybe start a business one day. So I was like, okay, I'll do business management. Like that will be my major. I'll just go into business. It's like communications or business. Like I feel like it's just a really good broad term. So I went in for business management, and it was the most boring thing I've ever done. Like, it was all math classes.
Yes.
And like, not really information on how to start a business at all. It wasn't helpful. There was no entrepreneurial spirit at all. It was just like, this is how things are done, and you need to know algebra and statistics and all of these things that nobody actually ever needs to know how to do, unless I'm an accountant, right? I'll hire an accountant. But so I was just bored out of my mind, deeply, deeply bored. And when I was in between my freshman and sophomore year, I was living on off campus, but like still in the city. And this really small film, The Dark Knight Rises, was filming on my college campus.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Batman.
Batman, yeah.
No big deal.
Okay, no big deal. Just Christopher Nolan.
Just super chill, really, really chill movie. So they were filming on my college campus, and my friend and I were just riding our bikes through the set.
Yeah.
And the guy stopped us, who was like the production assistant, and he was like, hold on a sec, we're filming here. A production assistant, not the producer's assistant, but one of the production assistants. Their jobs is to make sure that, like, so say you're like filming on this street, you have to close the street while we're filming, and then once we cut, open the street again, let the pedestrian traffic flow. So I got stopped, my friend and I, so we're talking to him, we're like, what is this, what's going on? And he's like, I can't tell you the name of the movie, but if you like Google Magnus Rex, you'll find the name. So we do, and we're like, oh my God, it's Batman. Like, what the hell? And so we're like, okay, what are you doing here? Like, tell us what's your job? Like, how did you get involved? Like, I'd never seen a movie be made before, you know? Like, I just was like, oh, this happens in LA. Like,
of course,
in Hollywood, not in Pittsburgh.
I was thinking that the whole time when you were talking, like, please keep going, but like, I was like, how did you get into the film industry on the East Coast? I thought everyone goes west.
So there was a big tax incentive in some smaller towns. Chicago, Pittsburgh, even New York had really big tax incentives for films. So people were coming and getting like doing big write-offs for like coming in and like hiring all local crews and things like that. So that's why Pittsburgh was used for like mostly like the stunt unit, because the city is really beautiful and it can really kind of look like any part of like any city.
Yes.
Same thing with Chicago. That's why a lot of movies are filmed there, because New York and LA are too expensive.
Okay.
So they kind of like hide it, sneak it, little movie magic. You know? But yeah. So anyway, we made friends with this guy, and he was like, "Can you show us around? We're not from here. We're from LA. You guys seem cool." We're like, "Fuck yeah! Like we'll take you under our wing, and we will show you where all the parties are and where all the fun stuff is."
Okay, this is what you. Okay, you're like, well, we're gonna.
We got you.
Yeah, we got you.
My whole thing was like, how do I get on this film? Like, how do I get a job on this movie? Because again, I was just in the summer between classes, so I had no job, like whatever. And we ended up making friends with them, and he introduced me to the girl that was in charge of hiring all the other production assistants. Okay. Which is like the low level job you can get on a film. Yeah. Like entry level, like you don't really need experience. It's like you just come in and you assist. And so it was another woman, and she met me and was like, we need more girls in this industry. You don't have experience, but that's fine. I'll give you a job. Yeah. And my first day on set was like loading like 30,000 background extras onto buses to like go to Heinz Field so they could like. So
you worked on Batman?
I worked on it. That was my first movie I ever worked on.
Not a bad
I got a job.
Start. Holy shit.
I fell in love with it, of course.
Which Batman was it?
The Dark Knight Rises, the one after Heath Ledger.
The one after Heath Ledger. Okay, okay. With Bane, and Tom Hardy and okay.
So my first scene that we shot that day was when Bane blows up the football stadium. Like that was my first day ever on a film set. It's insane. Spoiler alert. But it's so sick. I know. I'm so lucky. And again, it's just because I asked for it. I was just like, how did you do this? Could I do this? Yeah. Like, can you help me help you help me?
Of course.
And and so I kept going, and every day that it was like one of those jobs where sometimes on a production set, you'll know like, okay, I'm working for 1 week. Yeah. But this show or this movie, it was like super cutthroat. And so there would be days where like at the end of the day, if you were not handed a call sheet for the following day, that means you were not coming to work tomorrow. So
right, there's a lot of pressure there.
A lot of pressure. It's my first day. I actually showed up late, and I had to grovel.
Why did you
Because I was partying with the people I made friends with the night before.
Okay, well here, look, you are very likable. I met you.
And so we were all out partying, and they showed up at my door at like 4 a.m. We had like 2 hours of sleep. They show up at my door at 4 a.m. to pick me up. I have like 20 missed calls from them. Completely slept through my alarm.
Like in Ireland, we call that the fear.
It was.
You must have.
Literally, I woke up. I was like, "Oh my god, my one opportunity, it's ruined."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, like I could have stayed home, right? I could have quit.
There won't be other Batmans.
No, right? I mean, there was. Well,
yeah, but like as in like.
No, I know. Like this is it. This is
like,
it. And so I freaked out, and I could have stayed home. I could have been like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry. I can't make it. Can I try tomorrow?" But I was like, no, like something in me was like, just go. Just go.
Just go.
Just
yeah,
go.
show up.
So I literally rode my bike on the fucking highway to like get as quick as I could there. I mean, it was like 4 a.m, no cars on the road at all.
How late
and
are
I
you
just
at this
hustled.
stage, by the way?
Huh?
How late are you at this stage? Like,
I think at that point, so if my call time was 4:30 a.m.
Okay.
This must have been around 6 a.m. So I was like an hour and a half late.
Okay.
Pretty late.
Not fat. You are past fashionably late.
Yes.
You are like.
Oh, big time. Yeah. Like I'm like fireable.
Whereas
yeah.
Kristen, like, yeah.
Definitely. Like no, don't give this girl a chance. But I showed up. I met this guy. His name is Walt. I'll never forget him. And I was like, please, I'm so sorry. I'm so late. I overslept. Da 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 da. And he's like, okay. It's like normally I would send you home, but I will give you a chance. He's like, I'm gonna. In a nicer way, he was like, I'm gonna make you my bitch today. Like, you know, like I'm gonna give you the hardest. I'm gonna give you the hardest jobs on set today, and you're gonna prove it to me.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, let's fucking go. So he gives me a walkie-talkie, and he puts me at the front of the line of 20,000 background extras, and I'm in charge of everybody getting loaded into the buses.
How many hours sleep have you had at this stage?
3.
3. Perfect.
You know what I mean?
Suited.
Perfect.
3 is
okay,
too
when
much.
I was like 19.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You have
more than enough.
Fountain of youth.
More than enough. So anyway, long story short, I worked my ass off. That night, they handed me a call sheet to come back the next day, and day after day after day. So I worked with them for about a month and a half. And so then, when it came time to go to classes again in September, it's like, what do you mean?
No
like,
way.
I just worked on the biggest movie of all time.
Yeah,
like, why would I go to school? And I did change all my classes because I'd already signed up for the semester, but I shifted all my classes to include film studies. And other stuff, and I was sitting in school, and I was getting emails being like, hey, we're actually going to go work on Amazing Spider-Man 2 in New York. Do you want to come? Actually, there's a Tom Cruise movie that's shooting next week.
Just Tom.
Do you want to do overnights? Just super chill Tom Cruise film.
Yeah.
And I was just in class, like reading about how movies were made, and my teacher yelling at us for not reading a chapter.
Are you still in business management right now?
No, well, yes. So technically, my major was still business management, but I changed all my classes because I worked really hard my first year because I went to a branch school. So University of Pittsburgh has a couple different branch campuses. So my first year I went to a branch campus, and I knocked out 2 years of my like prerequisite classes in 1 year. So I kind of didn't need to do any of my prerequisites that second semester or the second year. So I could do like more fun creative classes, like more electives.
Even then you're still effortlessly curious.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
But you're
like, what happens if I
So like you've finished filming The Dark Knight as you do, of course, and you're getting all these emails for like more and more work and more big productions. Like, what happens then?
So I did that semester really poorly. Because I was working, I'd be in school all day, and then I would do overnights for stunt unit for Tom Cruise film. And I was in school and I passed and everything was fine. But I had a moment where I was like really sitting with it and was like, what am I doing? I'm waiting to start my life, and my life is starting. Like, do you know what I mean? And so I found myself at like a serious crossroads where I needed to feel like I needed to make a decision, and I really was not finding joy in school at all. I never did.
Finding joy.
I'm like the kind of person that if you show me how to do something, I will learn it and do it like so well. But like reading books.
I
and,
have
like,
heard this about you, by the way. You are like I've talked to a few of your friends. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but like you are incredible at, like they've said, when Kristen sets her mind to something, it's just like they said you're going to undersell yourself. So that's why I'm going to keep asking you about the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
But that's so like you're at this crossroads. You're not finding joy with accounting.
Who would? No, I'm just
Who
kidding.
would? Maybe.
Some people do, and that's beautiful, and we need them.
Absolutely,
we
and
need
that's
them.
exactly. We need like there's.
It's great for
the
them.
world always needs more accountants.
Yes.
and people to work on Batman. Where did you ride your bike to next to make this decision?
Right. So straight to my advisor's office, and I was like, listen, I think like I want to take a break. What would happen if I didn't sign up for classes next semester? Like not officially withdraw myself from college, like what would happen, you know? Like could I take a break or just like not sign up for classes? And my advisor was like, well, why don't you actually change your major, like to art and sciences school? Because like there was like 4 schools within the university,
within
like
the university, okay.
medical, business, arts and sciences, and whatever else, engineering. And she's like, if you change your major, you could do a business and film major. And I was like, that sounds kind of cool. Why not? So I tried to change my major. I applied for the arts and sciences school and got in. As soon as I got there, they were like, your math classes, your grades are not that good. And they wanted me to retake them.
You're going back to accounting?
No, I dropped out. No. I dropped out. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
No.
And it made it so easy for me. And so I withdrew from the university, and then I told my parents. I didn't ask them first.
Yeah.
I told them after.
I do that as well. I've done that as well. And I think that's important to do. Like,
I needed to make that decision.
It needs to be you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and I was like, I can always go back.
You can.
You know, like I could,
you
right?
Can?
I mean, in theory, I could always go back to school. It's always there for me. So many people do that throughout their lives. They always go back. But I was like, for me, my life is starting, and I feel it. I feel like I've never felt called or pulled to something before.
That's awesome.
And so my dad was like, your mom's going to be so mad. And then I called my mom, and she was so proud of me. She was so happy for me. And so from there,
that's really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I was so lucky, honestly. I know that it's not really a typical experience, and some people probably could and would struggle through that decision. But for me, it was one of the easiest decisions I've ever made. It was terrifying,
Absolutely.
but I just trusted myself.
But you felt your life was starting.
Yeah. I just knew it. The door was open, and if I said no to it, it was never going to open for me again in that way, in that space. So I needed to follow it. I was too curious not to.
And when you're walking through that door, Kristen, like where did it lead you next?
I ended up going to Chicago for a big major film, where I got to work with, I had like a bigger role on that shoot, and was handling the actors, which was super fun. So instead of just being on the street and doing what are called like lockups, where you're just telling pedestrians you can't walk here, like I got to actually be responsible for like getting the actors in and out of hair and makeup, and like I was treated more as like an assistant director, which is like next level up.
That's incredible.
Super fun. And then I got asked on to a 10-month TV show and ended up like completely relocating to Chicago for a year and a half.
Which TV show was this?
It was one on NBC that did not make it through. It was called Crisis.
Okay.
But it was Dermot Mulroney and Gillian Anderson, so some big names.
Oh, Gillian Anderson. I love Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
You met Gillian Anderson?
Yeah. I was like responsible for her.
Wow.
Yeah. She's fucking amazing.
Do you know, like all of the people that you've met who have reached that level in like an incredibly tough industry, is there? And I know I'm changing the subject a bit, but like, Kristen, like, is there any like similarities you can see in those people who have reached the peak of their own career in that space? Like what do they do that maybe others don't?
Yeah. I think it's like a big yes mentality. Like, you know, I think like all the chances that you're offered, like being curious about them, not just like saying no or like waiting for something else to happen. Like a lot of my friends who have like progressed in the industry, I find are ones that are like willing to relocate at a last moment's notice, or like just try something that's scary or maybe feels uncertain. And especially with like productions, you really never know what it's going to be until you're doing it. Like you could go into pre-production and it feels super confident and everything is together, and then you show up on day one and it's like chaotic, or there's one bad egg and it makes it super hard. And so just like trusting yourself and your skill set, and like knowing that you're there for a reason and not doubt yourself.
I love that.
Is like super, super important. I think that's what like gets people further for sure.
Like that, so easier said than done. And I love that yes mentality, but how do you get that trust in yourself? How do you build that internal, like what if someone's watching this now and they're like, I'm totally lost, I'm at that crossroads, I don't even know where to start. Like how do you go into yourself and build that shield,
really
that armor?
Yeah. That's a really good question. I mean, a lot of it comes from trauma.
Of
so
course.
like
you gotta,
like on a deep personal level, like I mentioned earlier, my dad was in the military when we were growing up, so I moved around a lot as a kid. I was always the new girl. Like every 2 years, I'm in a new school, having to meet new people, being bullied constantly. Like I was bullied a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, you know, and
it's tough.
like
it is tough. I was bullied as well. Like,
it's not easy, but it allowed me to really get to know myself. And instead of like, I think for a while I was trying to fit in so much. I just wanted to fit in so badly. but like my inner child was always like, no, it's okay, like be weird, like be yourself.
I love it.
And I always am like, I guess that maybe that's actually my advice, is like to just like always go back and honor your inner child and your inner teenager and your inner adolescent and all of those things as we get older and older. We're like healing those little parts of ourselves along the way.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, my 20s was like healing my inner child, and now I'm like healing my inner teenager in my 30s. Like,
okay.
I feel like I'm like going through adolescence again almost. I know myself in a way that I didn't before, and I feel really deeply connected with who I am. And
absolutely. Where do you feel it, by the way? Because
like all here. Yeah, all right here.
Yeah. I feel it right in my heart.
Yeah,
I feel like my heart is talking to me.
Big time.
I read this book called The Alchemist like twice by Paul Coelho.
Okay.
And it's about someone going on, it's an amazing story about someone going off to find gold in the desert, but he always talks about like trying to listen to your heart, and at 17 I definitely wasn't, and I just thought it was a good story. I read it again at like, I want to say 33, 34, and I was like, there was a deeper meaning, but now, 1 year on, I really do feel like my heart is speaking to me, and it was listening to myself before listening to others about
100%.
like what my values are. So like that's why I asked. I feel it here, and I feel my heart's talking to me. I know.
Big time. And
Yeah.
Like the gut-heart connection.
Like,
like trusting it. It's so.
You just feel in flow.
Yeah, definitely. And when you don't, you really feel dysregulated. Like I think that I've noticed that about myself now, and also as a healing people pleaser.
Okay, I'm a people pleaser as well.
It's so easy to be. I'm
100%.
also a Libra, so just full context of like. I love balance, and I always want like fairness and flow, and as the peacemaker in my big family as well. It was always something that I was like pushing my own needs down in order to like push along everyone else.
Okay.
And so now I'm in a place where I feel like, wow, what if I just gave myself even 50% of what I'm giving to everyone else? Imagine what I could accomplish for myself. Like I've already accomplished a lot in my life, and I'm super proud of where I've come and what I've done and how I've grown. And now I'm like in this next stage of my life where I'm like, what's next? And like, how can I like make my dreams come true?
Okay.
Like I think a lot of it throughout my 20s and now early 30s was like survival.
Okay.
It's just like
you felt like you were surviving, but even on paper, it looks like you're like the way you're describing. You felt. I feel like you were thriving.
Well, I think there's a balance, like a both.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that, because I needed to survive, I then thrived. It was like a, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
like I worked my ass off to like move around the country and work on these films and work, they were 17 hours a day. I was the first one there, last one off set, 5-6 days a week, really working myself super, super to the bone.
Yeah.
But when you're in that flow, it becomes your normal, and you don't realize like how quickly you're actually burning out.
Were you having fun?
So much fun.
For
like
sure.
I enjoyed it so much, and I think that's also a huge part of it, is like finding work that you actually enjoy.
Okay.
And so when I went from working on film sets where it felt like it was like a big family and this huge I said huge and then microcosm is what I wanted to say, but like it's like a microcosm of like all these departments coming together and like working together and like finding flow and balance when like we've all been working on this film separately, and then it all comes together and it happens, and it's like the most magical thing ever. It's so cool to see it actually like come together. I have such an appreciation for the industry. But I went from that to working on like advertising for brands, and it's like it felt really icky.
Yeah.
And I didn't really love it.
Like even looking at that, that change, like you were. Yeah. What made that change from film to advertising?
Money.
Yeah, gotta pay the bills.
I moved to New York, and I also like I said when I was working on the movie sets, I was the first one there because when I have to be there as soon as the actors arrive, and sometimes the actors have 4-hour pre-calls because we're putting them into insane hair and makeup.
Wow.
So like Gillian Anderson, or no, who did I work with? I worked with Julianne Moore on a movie where she had cancer in the film, and we had to put her in a bald cap every single morning, and it took 4 hours. So I'm there before any of the crew arrives, and then we're the last people there because we have to get her out of the bald cap as well. So my days were like 18-hour days for 5 days a week. And I'm not making that much money. Like it was livable. But then when the movies are done, there's nothing there. You have to wait for the next one.
Okay.
So when I moved to New York for that movie and it had wrapped, a production coordinator that was working with me on that job got a job full-time at an agency.
Okay.
And it was like double my day rate. It was a salary.
Okay, yeah.
And I was working in an office instead of working outside.
Interesting.
And so like the quality, like to me, it felt like the quality of that job was just a little bit better than like being on my feet all day, being outside, like I had to leave the thing that I loved so much, but like the trade-off was like making money and not working as hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
It felt like a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it actually
safety.
Right, that part. So that conditioned safety where it was like, okay, I don't actually have to fight to survive anymore.
Okay.
Here's my little golden ticket, and so I took it. But it actually drained me. Like it fulfilled me, but it also drained me because, like I said earlier, like they don't really. The people in charge there is all about their bottom line, and you're a cog in their machine. And like every time I would try to ask for more money for my salary, they would be like, no. But then they'd give me more clients and more responsibility.
You still ask the question though.
I try.
Which is
you have
strong.
to.
You have
but they would try
Some
to
people don't.
undermine me based on my age, based on my sex. Like I felt like there was a little bit of discrimination going on.
Yep.
Not great.
Yeah.
But I try. I always advocate for myself and know what my needs are. So,
I have to, because like that's. Yeah. People sometimes don't they don't know what their internal is, and they definitely don't know what their voice is. Like it's
totally.
You're speaking your needs and your wants. There, like, where does that come from?
I mean, again, I think it's survival. I think it's a lot of like having gone through the gambit of feeling like people misunderstand me, or like the bullying, like all of these things, and also just like paving a way for myself and like knowing what is right or wrong. Like again, I'm a Libra, so that whole like justice part of it all of like, okay, like I'm working really hard, so the result should be that you pay me. And so having to advocate for yourself, I think is just something that I really believe in, and I think people are scared to do because they don't want to rock the boat, or they don't, they're afraid of being rejected.
They want safety as well.
Yeah, that too, right. And so for me, I'm not really afraid of being rejected. Like it's not something that's ever bothered me because I've been rejected my whole life.
Yeah.
Up until that point.
You've been told no.
Yeah, I've been told no, you don't fit in, you're not cool. Like your hair's stupid, whatever. Whatever bully says what.
You can't do
which
math.
I know now after reading one of my tools that I love to share with people is the book The 4 Agreements.
The 4
Have
Agreements.
You read?
By Don Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yes, I have read it. It's really
life-changing book for me.
Yes.
I went through actually in like 2022, I went through a huge friend breakup, and it was like the first like big friend breakup I went through like as an adult. And nothing prepares you for that.
No.
People tell you like, oh, your friends are forever, and like da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, actually, they're not. And no one tells you how to deal with it. And I took it really, really, really personal. And I read the 4 Agreements.
But it is personal. Like
but it's not, actually. Like, what I came to learn was that it wasn't personal.
Yeah.
That it was a projection. Like, all of the issues that this person had with me was all projection of their own internal fears and anxieties and shit that they had not healed or processed.
Yeah.
And so I read that book and took it in and practiced it in my every single day, and like not making assumptions or taking things personally has like freed me from so much in my life. And like I can really truly like sit in myself and be like, you're upset about something and maybe I did trigger you and I'm sorry, but I triggered you, which means you had something going on already under the surface that this just brought out. Like I really believe that we're all mirrors.
Yeah.
And we really like show people parts of themselves that they might not want to see, or maybe they aspire to be.
Yeah.
And so there can be a deep misunderstanding or projection.
For sure.
But yeah, a lot of like the bullying and like the friend breakups and all of it, I've like healed from, because I'm like, wow, none of that was actually about me.
It never is.
I'm amazing.
You are. I love hearing you saying that, because you are amazing.
Thank
and
you.
we are amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And like everyone has that capacity to be amazing, and I think that, or like to feel that confidence in themselves, and it makes me so sad when they haven't found it yet for themselves. And I know that it's there, and they just have to like really tap in and like get in alignment with like their own heart and their life and their inner child and all of these great things.
I'm so glad you brought up the 4 Agreements, because it just helps me with like breakups and like life in general, and it's such a good reminder. But for those who don't know, like what are the 4 Agreements? Please,
I think I got it. So the 4 Agreements.
Sorry for putting me on the spot.
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know. I'm always like, okay, I got this. So the 4 Agreements are: don't take things personally.
Don't take things personally.
Don't make assumptions.
Don't make assumptions.
Always do your best.
Always do your best.
And in parentheses, that your best changes every single day, every second of every day. There's no standard for your best.
I love that.
So important to remember that. And then be impeccable with your word.
Yes.
So always tell the truth.
Always tell the truth.
And with that, the actual 5th Agreement, there is another book called The 5th Agreement. is in conjunction with be impeccable with your word is like always be curious and like ask questions. So we in this projection that we are in.
Yes.
This world.
Pretty nice projection. You
really
and I are
fucking
right
nice
now.
here.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know what's real and what's not.
Okay.
Really. You know, like so much of like patriarchy and capitalism society has like conditioned us to believe that things are facts when they're really not. And there's so many ways of living and truth and da 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 da. And so it's always just about like being curious and being like, wait, is just because I saw that thing on the internet, is it real?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, so always just seeking the truth.
Of course.
Whether within yourself or from external sources, all of it. Yeah.
Well, first of all, you got the 4 agreements. One thing that I have learned and that I want, like in case I'm going through like a time in my life where it's about attracting rather than seeking. So that trying to like be compassionate to that people pleaser in terms of the seeking, but attracting.
Attracting
the
chase,
world
that's what I always
want.
say. Yeah.
And I love this. I'm like the world you want comes from you first.
Yep.
And the world you want it comes from you. So the world you want, like it will come back to you. So like, thanks to that book and thanks to another book called Untethered Truths, which is amazing. That made me set up my life in Santa Teresa.
Yeah.
It's about like my values are 1, always starting with kindness.
Yes.
Like kindness first.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation is, just be kind. 2, it's to have hope.
Yeah.
And like just have hope for life and have hope for the moment. And it doesn't mean about being like overly optimistic.
Yeah.
And then the third one is like doing the thing that scares me and facing my fear.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean to be taking a big wave or jumping out of a plane or quitting my job, but it's like those little moments where like it could be asking for a raise, it could be like the moments that you know that are really scary for you, facing those fears. So like they're the 3 values that like I've lived by and I've defined at the beginning of this year.
I love that. Those are great.
And that's what that internal work gave me.
Yeah.
But going back to, so the agency world, it was difficult.
Yeah.
Pay's not going, they're giving you more clients.
Right.
And that brought you, it leads you up to COVID and the pandemic.
Right. So I lost my job during the pandemic.
Okay.
But what that allowed me was space to play.
Space to play.
So at that time, I had also learned how to skateboard. I was dating a man that taught me how to skateboard.
Okay.
And at the same time, my friend Lucy in California was also learning to skateboard with her boyfriend.
Okay.
But we would DM each other all the time and be like, how are you doing that? Or like, can you give me advice? Or what's your setup? And we got closer. Like, we've been friends for many, many years. I met her in Pittsburgh, actually.
Okay.
So the summer that I started working on Batman, I was actually only able to do that because she was subletting her apartment, and I just like was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna rent her place. Like, I could have stayed home at my parents' house that summer, but I was like, no, it's only like $300 a month. Like, let me just sublet her place and live in the city and
of course
see how it goes.
Good on you, by the way. These are like, you are putting yourself out there. You have that yes mentality.
Yes.
Even though like maybe the internal wasn't
who
where
else
you
is
need to
gonna
be.
do it for me, you know? I have to. And so somebody's gotta. So I said yes to that, and then that opened that fucking world for me, and it's incredible. And because I said yes to that, her and I have stayed connected over the years. And she started skating the same time as me. We started getting connected more. I went out to LA for work and skated with her, and it changed my life. Like, skating with another woman I hadn't done before. Like, I'd only been skating with men.
So you've gone to LA.
Now at this point, I've gone to LA. I've been skating for a few months.
Okay.
You know, maybe 6 months. So in the winter in New York, I went to LA for like a couple weeks for work, and then extended it with some friends and skated with her every single day. And at that point, she had started a small group chat called Girl Swirl.
Girl
so
Swirl.
GRLSWIRL.
Girl
so
Swirl.
Swirl.
Okay.
And it was a place where she was just going up to people that she saw that were other females and was like, hey, do you want to skate with us sometime? We have this little group chat. We meet up on Thursdays at sunset. And she just started doing little meetups.
No way.
And surrounding herself with other women to skate with. And I was like, wow, like, I don't want to steal your idea, but we need this in New York so bad.
Absolutely.
Like, there are not groups for non-men in New York at the time, and we could really benefit from something like this.
Okay.
And so I talked to her for like many, many months. We got closer and closer through skating. I went back to LA and skated with them again, and their community had grown exponentially to the point where we were skating down the boardwalk, and there's probably about 100 people in our group skating down the boardwalk, everyone's yipping and woo and like screaming at us and cheering us on, and it was like, it felt like revolutionary, you know? Like,
that's a really nice life moment.
Yeah, I had never, like the sun is setting, we're on the Venice Beach boardwalk, like it's fucking amazing. And people are cheering us on and like celebrating us. And I had never had that experience before, especially like as a woman in a male-dominated space.
Of course.
And it was so special. And I was like, Lucy, like if you ever want to like start a girl swirl thing in New York, like I'm your girl. Like come and find me. You know where to find me. And yeah, for like 2 years, I started doing my own little mini meetups with friends that I met. Like I did the same thing. Was like started a group chat.
Why swirl, people. By the way?
So Lucy started the name Girl Swirl as a idea. She was like, I feel like we are actually like an ice cream swirl of like different flavors, people from different backgrounds coming together and like swirling. Which like as a skater, like there are moments where you feel like you're just swirling around.
We have
like
a board just to my left
there is
here
a board. I just
I'm going to try after this pod. It's going to be interesting.
It is super fun. You just like swirling around. It's nothing too serious. We're not shredding. We're not ripping. We're just swirling.
You're swirling. Yeah. Not as intense.
Exactly. And the name, I mean, Girl Swirl. It's super cute. So that's what she started. It was the vision, and she's been interviewed about this many times. But her vision was thinking about women from all different backgrounds coming together to share this like collective love. For something. But yeah, and so eventually we did open like the first ever chapter and extension of Girl Swirl.
Kristen starts the chapter in New York.
I started the chapter in New York with my friend Nico, who was the other another girl that I was skating with at the time. She's since moved to New Jersey and like is married and has a baby, and she's amazing. But we started that, and it went from like maybe 15 to 20 people, and then the pandemic happened. And like the city shut down, and then like the minute they opened it back up where you could have outdoor events, we had the biggest group skate ever in Girl Swirl history, like across any country or any thing that has ever happened, and we had over, I want to say 250 people show up
to a skate
meetup, like a beginner skate meetup.
That is incredible.
It was incredible.
Because skating's not that popular. And it's especially not that popular.
In cities like New York and LA, they are. It is like.
But maybe not for girls.
Not for girls, right? So it is something that was. Yeah, it was like a deep breath of like, holy shit. Holy shit. Like, where did you all come from?
Yeah.
And they actually all came from like New Jersey and Connecticut and like Pennsylvania.
Oh, they came from all over.
Yes. Because they were so desperate for that connection again and that like physical outlet, and like to see what we were creating through like social media to like come and then actually experience it in real life. Same thing how like I was watching Lucy skate with her friends in LA and was like, we need this in New York, and then I got to actually go to LA and skate with them, and it like cracked my heart open, you know, and it like changed my life, and I was like, wow, I really want to like pay it forward now and like give this gift to other people. So now other people have come and they've experienced it, and then they bring their friends, and it's like this thing that like spreads supernaturally. It's really beautiful.
I love the way you said it cracked your heart open. That is such a beautiful way to use the English to speak and talk about the English language. And so 250 people show up. You're like, a holy shit, they're coming from all over.
Yeah.
Where does Girl Swirl go from there? Like,
oh my gosh.
Where is it today?
Oh my gosh, today we are actually the largest skate collective in the world.
Yeah.
We have, I don't know how many followers, I want to like check, but we have almost 1 million followers on the Girl Swirl main account.
Incredible.
Completely grassroots, like not really sponsored, like none of it. Like we have some sponsors, but at the very beginning it was just Lucy, like my friend, who's just making amazing content, putting it out there, doing meetups every single week. So New York City was the first chapter that opened, and then we opened a chapter in San Diego, then we opened in Paris, then Lisbon, then Ocean City, California, Copenhagen.
I just think you really like traveling. You're like, where will I travel to next?
No, really. It's
yeah.
Like, who else? We have Austin, Texas now we just opened. We have Mexico City. I know there's more. Oh, we just opened Okinawa, Japan. Amazing.
Wow.
There's like 11 chapters now all over the world. We just had our quarter. We have a quarterly call every quarter with all the chapters, and there was 40 people on the call. just people running chapters all over the world.
How long? When did Girl Squirrel start?
Girl Squirrel started almost 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been skating for about 8 years, but we started the New York City chapter in like 2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What an incredible story.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Like, so we've actually been talking for over 45 minutes.
It's great. Don't care.
Don't care.
Whatever. Keep
Next
going.
question. Where's Kristen gonna go on her bike now?
Mm-hmm.
So like we've talked a bit about like for people who are lost and they didn't know where to go on their inner child, but
Right.
there's probably there is going to be people watching and listening to this, Kristen, where they have a good sense of self and they might be at like what you've talked about, another crossroads again, but a stronger version or a different version. Like what would you say to those people? Like when you're kind of navigating this decision now, like how do you know what's next? Like what are with the person that you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with like knowing what's next or not knowing what's next is like I never really know what's next.
Okay.
I feel like in the not knowing, you have a decision of like, do I let it scare me or do I let it fuel me?
Did you say fuel?
Fuel
Fuel me.
Yeah,
Love
do
it.
I let it scare me or do I let it fuel me? Do
Okay.
I let it like drive me into the unknown and like see that as something beautiful and full of potential? Or do I let it stop me? You know, like I actually am personally going through that right now.
Okay.
Where I feel like I said earlier, I'm at this crossroads of like I have been living my life as I know it, but I've been in Santa Teresa now for 3 weeks, and this place makes me feel like I am at my most aligned self.
Same,
and
me too.
I have been really having a hard time thinking about what's going to happen when I go home.
Yeah.
And if I can bring this version of me with, like, I'm like, I hope I can hold her hand and like bring her with me, you know? As I find that when I go back to New York, I just fall back into the same patterns and the same flow. But here I'm on like a completely different vibrational frequency.
Of course.
Where things are just like happening.
It's that yes attitude.
Yes.
It's that yes energy.
Yeah. And also being able to like nourish my nervous system and like be by the beach and like all of these things where I can really like slow the fuck down.
For sure.
And like really listen and really pay attention. And so I think like, I have been stopping myself. Like I have these big goals in my life that I haven't really like written down. I haven't really manifested. I have just been like aware of them.
I love that though.
And then, but like, there's a part of me that like I'm not crossing the threshold. Like,
okay.
I had this analogy. I did breathwork with Matthias the other day.
Yeah.
And I had this big vision of like.
Matthias is our wonderful friend. He does breath work. He's incredible. Just
amazing. If you're in Santa Teresa
he's
every
definitely
Sunday,
going to be watching this as well.
Of course.
Bye, Matthias. Yeah.
Shout out. And I had this big vision that I really like meditated on and journaled about. And the vision was like this big heavy door, my life, big heavy door. And all of my goals and dreams and aspirations are like on the other side of that door. And I can like peek through the keyhole and I can see the light shining through, but like I feel like for the longest time I didn't have the key or I didn't know how to open the door. And then literally in that breathwork class, the door opened and the light started pouring through the crack of the door. And I could like put my hand in there and like start slow, like it's heavy, right? So I gotta like slowly and with control and like understanding and patience, like start opening it to really start seeing like what's back there and like what's possible for me. And I think, like I said, I've been in this like state of like survival. Last year was a super tumultuous year for me. I like ended a really long relationship. I lost my spirit animal, like my fucking baby, she passed away, and like
I'm sorry, Kristen.
it was a big change for me, and like spiritually and energetically, like not having her by my side has been really hard. And the visualizations we were doing in that breathwork was like, imagine your spirit animal is at your side and you're walking down this path, and at the end of the path there's this thing waiting for you. And for me it was the door, and the door was cracked open and my animal led me to it, you know. And so I think at this point in my life, I had been pushing off my own dreams just to like survive.
Okay.
And so now I'm like, wait, what if I just said yes and like tapped into the things that I actually want, instead of just like trying to survive and like make it through every day to day, and actually start accomplishing my goals little by little, because only I can do that. No one's gonna do it for me. So I have to like start. For instance, I'm trying to get my Polish citizenship through descent. My grandmother is still alive.
Okay.
Who was a Polish citizen.
You're trying to get your Polish citizenship?
So I can get EU citizenship.
Okay, amazing, yeah.
Amazing. Why am I not doing that? I should have had an appointment a year ago, and I haven't.
Yeah.
You know? So now I'm like, okay, no excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
I love it.
I need to show up and
Yeah.
really just do it. And if I took, like I said, 10 or 50% of the effort that I put into, you know, distracting myself with line dancing or whatever XYZ hobbies I have, which I love and they're great, or like all the effort that I put into Girl Swirl, which is fully volunteer, by the way. We don't get paid to run chapters for
it's
the
so
organization.
40
It's
people on a call.
Volunteer.
8 years, all volunteer.
Yes.
Wow.
It's incredible. So we have a nonprofit organization as well.
Yeah.
It's this whole thing. It's the Swirl Foundation. We're always looking for donations so that we can keep running our mission. And we also teach kids how to skate. We do mentorships all over the world, and it's just fucking incredible. But anyway, yes. So I'm at this point in my crossroads where I'm also taking my own advice of being like, no excuses. Like, what happens if you just said yes? And what if you fail? Okay, so you fail and you learn from it, because there is not really ever failure. There's always growth.
Absolutely.
Always.
19-year-old Kristen.
Yeah, she'd be
and
so
the Kristen
proud.
you are today.
She'd be so
Would
proud of me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What would she be thinking
We're
right
like
now?
holding hands, like fuck yeah, girl.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
we're like fuck yeah. Like we are so.
I love that.
I think about her all the time. I think about 13-year-old me. I think about 9-year-old, 5-year-old. Like she's with me. I'm her, you know. And every year I go home for Christmas and I like look at old photos and I'm like, look at us. Like I really feel her. She hasn't left me, and I'm so lucky that I haven't like lost touch with her.
Yeah.
Especially when I could have. I could have really. All of the experiences I had in my life could have really hardened me. It could have really hardened me. There was moments where I felt like I wasn't ever really suicidal, but like moments where I feel like, okay, if I just disappeared, no one would care. And that's not true. I would care. She would care.
Yeah, she
you
would
know?
care.
Like, so
you are incredibly strong, Kristen.
Thank you.
Seriously.
I think resilience is one of my strongest attributes, actually. So
yeah.
thank you for saying
What
that.
star sign are you?
I'm a Libra.
You're a Libra, okay.
But I'm also a Pisces moon, so
okay.
very emotional. And then a Taurus rising.
I think we talked about the Taurus thing before.
Yeah.
That's why. That's so powerful what you just said. There was moments in my life in the last couple of years where I would hide my feelings a lot, and from others to people please, and then because of that, by default, you hide them from yourself.
And then you like break because
the wheels fall off.
You can't hold it in like that anymore.
I remember the way you were talking about your inner child, and I remember like looking at myself in the mirror and not feeling how sad I was when I looked at the mirror. How sad I saw such a sad guy.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to see that.
Yeah, I completely agree.
But it's possible to change.
Absolutely.
And it's possible to make life awesome.
Absolutely. It really is so simple. Like, it really is. Just like that little joy. Just like find it everywhere in the little tiny moments of everything. Like, it's there. And like the universe, if you want something bad enough, will conspire for you to have
100%.
I like fully believe it.
I love that.
And like, again, that's where the 4 agreements comes in. If you're like being impeccable with your word, like always telling the truth, like really saying what you want and like owning it and like putting it out there. Like I had my friend here for a week, and she would always approach things from this super twisted, like negative speak.
Okay.
And my friend and I would be like, why are you talking like that?
Yeah.
Like, don't you know this place is full of magic? Like, she'd be like, so we're not gonna go and do this thing later. And we're like, sorry, are you asking, do you wanna go and do this thing?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, but I just didn't wanna like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, if you want that, just say it.
Absolutely.
Just say it, and then we can like have a discussion about it.
Of course.
But there's no harm in just like saying what you need or like asking for what you need in this life.
Asking for what you want.
It'll be rewarded or it won't, and if it isn't, adjust and keep going. Don't give up.
Look at the journey you've gone on from asking what you need from Batman to pay to your own businesses to a culture of skating that's opened it up to so many more people.
Yeah. Awesome.
You have a lovely, Kristen, we're at the end, but like you have an amazing way of describing your feelings like you bring your words to life with your use of imagery. So this has been a real gift chatting.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much.
we're at the end now.
Yeah.
But not quite. I'm gonna go learn. You're gonna show me how to skate.
Let's do it.
Let's watch me fall and learn.
No,
not
you
fail.
got it. You got it.
Okay. Thank you. Give me a hug.
Aw, come here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Kristen. Great. How did you feel?
Great.
Yeah?
I hope it made all sense, but...
Absolutely. I might actually stay rolling and see can we do this.
Yeah.
See can we do this.
Yeah,
do you want to do that?
You actually want to do it? Let's do it.
Fucking joy. Absolutely. Let's go.
Skateboard, let's go.
Skateboard. Nope.
I feel like we should go...
Pursuits teacher.
Spot. All right.
So sorry. We're going skating. Sound might be a bit bad, a little bit noisy, but it's all about the... This is Santa Teresa. Definitely not Ireland. Okay.
All right, so you got your skateboard.
You got your skateboard. And say, let me raise this up. Okay. Yes, we're good.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you really quick.
Okay.
So when you put your foot on the board, do you know if you're regular or goofy?
I don't know those words.
Okay, do you surf at all? Or
Yes, I do surf.
So which foot is forward for you?
This one.
Okay, same. So that's regular.
Okay.
When you get on the board, you're going to get on from this side.
Okay.
It's called the inside of the board. That would be the outside.
Okay.
You put your foot where your toes are just kind of touching the back screws there, in the center of the board.
Okay.
You always want to think about being over the nose of your board. So
Okay.
we say at Girl Swirl School is nose over nose.
Nose over nose.
So the nose of your board, just like on a surfboard, is the same term. So you've got rails and nose.
Yes.
So your nose is over your nose. You pour all your weight into your front leg.
Okay.
And the back foot will always land on the tail.
Okay.
But when we land the back foot, don't lean back. You don't want to straighten the leg. That's how people fall. You want to always keep, oh, see, I'm engaged and it's happening. You always want to keep the nose over the nose of your board.
Nose over the nose.
And eventually you can rotate the foot and like, see, my board just wants to go.
There you go.
So when you're kick pushing, we don't even need to do that. I'm just going to get you on the board.
Okay.
Move back a little bit.
Hi, I'm Patrick and welcome to Jackass.
Okay, so come on this side of the board, the inside.
Okay.
I'm going to put my foot just here so that you don't roll away.
Okay.
Put your feet kind of closer together when you start.
It is so hot.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
And then eventually you could rotate that foot so that they match, so that they're parallel.
Okay. Like this?
No, this one.
Okay.
Rotate that one so that they match, so they're sideways.
Like this?
No.
Sorry.
More. No, it's okay. So that they're like this.
Oh, like
Yeah.
this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
Now bend your knees.
Like bend.
Lean forward and put your nose over the nose of the board a little bit.
Okay. Knee.
Not that forward bending this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a great teacher. Okay.
Hell yeah. And then like, you know how in surfing you can kind of like bring your back arm. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is called a surf skateboard, which is used to cross train for surfing as well. So it's a skateboard that emulates surfing.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can like push in your heels and be on that rail, push in your toes and be on that rail.
Okay.
Amazing.
Do you want to let me go?
Yeah, I'm going to let you go. Now lean just forward.
Yeah.
And push with your back arm forward.
Oh.
You got it, you got it,
Fine.
you got it. Great job.
I'm okay.
Amazing.
I did an ollie.
Woo! He did an ollie off camera and a kickflip. Let's just let it be known. Of course.
Thank you for that.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. And cut. Whew. So I'm just
Amazing job.
And that is the pod.